A poor quality set of tools can cause big headaches. So the question is that $8 set of Allen key wrenches just as good as a set that cost $140? Well, let's find out. In the first test, we'll see which small Allen key performs the best. Then we'll see which large Allen keys strip out and which ones flip out. Finally, we'll test the corrosion resistance of each brand. At a bargain price of only $8 for 36 pieces or 22 cents per wrench is this Pittsburgh brand. The set includes both SAE as well as metric. Standard length and long reach. Chrome vanadium steel. Black oxide finish to resist rust. Lifetime warranty. The Pittsburgh brand is made in China. Let's first test the 5/32 Allen key for each brand. To hold the Allen keys, I drilled a hole and then cut a groove in the bolt. I'll use a hose clamp to keep the Allen key in place. The fasteners that we'll be using are made of 304 stainless. I'll use a torque adapter to keep track of the maximum torque before the Allen key either breaks or loses grip. Inside the holder, the wrenches aren't positioned at a perfect 90-degree angle, so I'll tilt the wrench in the socket to maintain a proper angle. And the Harbor Freight Pittsburgh just doesn't offer a very good fit with lots of side-to-side play. And the Pittsburgh gave up at 121 inch-pounds. The Allen key actually held up fairly well with very little damage. At a price of $13 for 30 pieces or 43 cents, which is about twice as much as the Pittsburgh brand, is this EPAuto. It claims to be durable, made with heat-treated chrome vanadium steel. Includes metric and SAE, corrosion-resistant black oxide finish. Unfortunately, it appears that the EPAuto has already begun forming corrosion under the black oxide finish. The EPAuto is made in Taiwan, and the EPAuto offers a much better fit than the Pittsburgh. And the EPAuto did quite a bit better than the Pittsburgh at 146 inch-pounds. However, the Allen key is pretty soft and it did experience quite a bit of damage. Coming in at $15 for 26 pieces or 58 cents each is this Tekton brand. Ball end allows up to a 25-degree offset. Chamfered end inserts smoothly into fastener head, reducing wear. It claims to be precisely sized. We're going to test that. The Tekton set is made in China. The Tekton seems to offer a better fit than the Pittsburgh, but not quite as tight as the EPAuto. And the Tekton performed nearly as well as the EPAuto at 139 inch-pounds. However, it did experience quite a bit of damage, but not quite as much as the EPAuto. At a price of $15 for 23 pieces or 65 cents each is this Kobalt brand. Includes a larger dual action handle which allows for stronger grip. Easy to see size markings for those with bionic vision. Ball end allows for 20-degree pivot. Meets or exceeds ASME specifications. Hassle-free lifetime guarantee. The Kobalt brand is made in Taiwan. The Kobalt seems to have the best fit yet with very little side-to-side movement, and the Kobalt moves into the lead at 153 inch-pounds before finally letting go. One of the 6 sides of the wrench did experience some damage. At a price of $15 for 20 Allen keys or 75 cents each is this Craftsman brand. Strong steel hex keys and black oxide coating for durability. Durable handle makes L keys into comfortable T handles. Full lifetime warranty. The Craftsman is made in China. The Craftsman offers a very good fit with very little back and forth movement. And the Craftsman moves into the lead over the Kobalt brand at 155 inch-pounds before finally letting go. And the Craftsman seems to have held up better than the Kobalt. At a price of $18 for 22 pieces or 82 cents each is this Eklind brand. The ball end allows for up to a 35-degree angle. Burr-free short arm allows for user to apply maximum torque. Manufactured using the finest quality Eklind alloy steel. The Eklind brand is made in USA. The Eklind just doesn't seem to offer as good of a fit as the Craftsman. And the Eklind gave up at 130 inch-pounds or 25 inch-pounds less than the Craftsman. And the Eklind experienced quite a bit of rounding and damage to all sides of the tool. At a price of $24 for 26 pieces or 92 cents each is this Husky brand. Precision formed to exact tolerances for precise fit onto fasteners. Unlike most of the other brands, the Husky does not have a ball end. Resist rotational distortion. We're going to test that. Chamfered edges help guide tool into fastener. Product of Taiwan and finished in mainland China. And the Husky just doesn't seem to have quite as good of a fit as the Craftsman. And the Husky performed slightly better than the Eklind at 135 inch-pounds. It did experience quite a bit of damage to all sides of the tool. At a price of $21 for 22 pieces or 95 cents each is this Bondhus brand. Made with proprietary protanium steel and up to 20% stronger than the competition. ProGuard finish is up to 5 times more effective at stopping rust. We're going to test that. The Bondhus wrenches are made in USA. And the fit of the Bondhus seems to be about the same as the Husky. And the Bondhus performed slightly better than the Husky at 136 inch-pounds. And the Bondhus did hold up better than average with a very small amount of damage. At a price of $38 for 13 wrenches or $2.92 each is this Wiha brand. 20% longer keys for hard-to-reach areas. Precision machine for exact fit. Made of hardened chrome vanadium tool steel. The hex ball end allows for up to a 25-degree working angle. The Wiha brand is manufactured in Poland, designed to German standards. The Wiha definitely offers the best fit with very little side-to-side slop. And the Wiha did by far the best yet at 174 inch-pounds before finally letting go. Very impressive. And the Wiha held up exceptionally well with minor damage to 2 sides of the tool. At a price of $30 for 8 pieces or $3.75 each is this Gedore brand. Zinc plated to help prevent corrosion. Chamfered nose ends for easy use. Made of chrome vanadium steel. The Gedore wrenches are made in Germany. And the Gedore brand offers a very good fit with very little side-to-side movement. And the Gedore moves into second place behind the Wiha brand at 156 inch-pounds. While the wrench did hold up well, the zinc plating has been partially stripped away on 6 sides of the wrench. At a price of $36 for just 8 wrenches or $4.50 each is this Facom brand. Black oxide finish helps resist corrosion. The Facom wrenches are made in France. The Facom seems to offer a pretty good fit but not quite as good as the Wiha or the Gedore. And the Facom performed better than average at 145 inch-pounds. It also held up really well with very little damage to the tool. At a price of $42 for just 9 wrenches or $4.67 each is this Wera brand. Unlike the other brands, the Wera uses a patented Hex Plus design that's supposed to be far better. Hex Plus tools provide surface contact transferring up to 20% more torque. We're going to test that. The Wera brand is made in the Czech Republic. I had to remove the plastic from the Wera before the test. And the Wera Plus seems to offer a pretty loose fit compared to some of the top performing brands. And the loose fit really seemed to hurt the Wera Hex Plus at 136 inch-pounds. However, the Wera did hold up extremely well with very little visible damage. And the most expensive brand we'll be testing at $140 for 12 wrenches or $11.67 each is this PB Swiss brand. Held to tolerances less than a human hair for perfect dimensional accuracy. Longer handle and shorter key allows for comfortable reach. PB spring steel allows for toughness and elasticity. Unlimited lifetime guarantee. The PB Swiss brand is made in Switzerland. The PB Swiss offers a decent fit but more side-to-side slop compared to the Wiha or the Gedore. And the PB Swiss lost grip at 143 inch-pounds, which is very close to average. However, the PB Swiss held up very well with very little visible damage to the wrench. Assessing wear is highly subjective. Another factor to consider is that a wrench that loses grip at lower torque levels experiences less stress than one that loses grip at a high value. So taking that into consideration, the Pittsburgh, Wiha, Facom, Wera Hex Plus, and PB Swiss came out on top with a rating of 1, indicating very little damage. And the Wiha came out on top at 174 inch-pounds or 18 inch-pounds more than the second place finisher, the Gedore brand. The Craftsman finished in third at 155, Kobalt 153, and EPAuto 146 inch-pounds. Some of the wrenches include a ball end to allow use in hard to reach areas. So let's test the maximum torque of the ball ends next. We'll skip the Pittsburgh and the EPAuto since they don't have ball ends. And the Tekton broke at 91 inch-pounds. And the Kobalt performed nearly the same as the Tekton, losing grip at 87 inch-pounds. And the tool held up just fine. And the Craftsman performed very well in the first test, and it once again performed well in this test at 95 inch-pounds before the tool finally broke. And the Eklind struggled in the first round and has struggled in this round too, breaking at 87 inch-pounds. Skipping the Husky since it doesn't have a ball end. And the Bondhus performed better than the Eklind in the first round, and it performed better in this round too, losing grip at 95 inch-pounds, but it did not break like the Craftsman. Once again, the Wiha takes the lead over the other brands, making it to 104 inch-pounds before finally breaking. Skipping the Gedore brand since it doesn't have ball ends. And the Facom performed about average at 91 inch-pounds before the ball end broke. And the Wera Hex Plus refused to finish in second place and did the best yet, finally breaking at 106 inch-pounds. Very impressive. The PB Swiss finished about average in the first round, and it finished about average in this round too at 90 inch-pounds. 9 of the 13 wrenches have ball ends, and the Wera Hex Plus came out on top at 106 inch-pounds. The Wiha performed nearly as well at 104, the Craftsman and Bondhus tied for third at 95 inch-pounds. Before we test the large size wrenches, let's go even smaller and test the 3/32 next using a different brand of fasteners. Once again, the Pittsburgh just doesn't offer a very good fit, and the Pittsburgh let go at 32 inch-pounds, and the Pittsburgh experienced a very small amount of damage. And the EPAuto has a little bit better fit than the Harbor Freight Pittsburgh. And the EPAuto moves into the lead at 40 inch-pounds. Unfortunately, the wrench is badly twisted and experienced quite a bit of damage. And the fit of the Tekton seems about the same as the EPAuto. And the Tekton moves into second position behind the EPAuto at 37 inch-pounds. And the Tekton did experience a little bit more damage than the Pittsburgh. And the Kobalt seems to have the best fit yet with very little side-to-side slop. And the Kobalt moves into the lead over EPAuto at 41 inch-pounds. The Kobalt is badly twisted and experienced some rounding. The Craftsman seems to offer a pretty good fit. And the Craftsman lost grip at 35 inch-pounds or 7 inch-pounds less than the Kobalt. However, the Craftsman held up the best yet with a very small amount of rounding. The Eklind just doesn't seem to offer as good of a fit as some of the other brands, and the Eklind lost grip at 31 inch-pounds. Unfortunately, the Eklind experienced quite a bit more damage than the Craftsman. The Husky seems to have less slop than some of the other brands, and the Husky performed better than average at 36 inch-pounds before finally letting go. And the Husky experienced about the same amount of damage as the Eklind. Just like the Husky, the Bondhus offers a pretty good fit. And the Bondhus performed about the same as the Husky, losing grip at 36 inch-pounds. And the Bondhus held up really well with very little visible damage. And the Wiha seems to have the best fit yet with very little side-to-side play. And the Wiha was doing terrific and suddenly broke at 39 inch-pounds. There's quite a bit of damage with the wrench not only breaking but also splintering. And the Gedore brand just doesn't seem to offer a very good fit. And the Gedore wrench lost grip at 31 inch-pounds. The zinc coating did experience some damage. The Facom offers a very good fit with very little side-to-side play. And the Facom moves into a tie for first place with the Kobalt at 41 inch-pounds. And the Facom held up well, but not quite as well as the Craftsman or the Bondhus. And the Wera Hex Plus seems to have the best fit yet with very little slop. And the Wera Hex Plus moves into the lead with a very impressive 48 inch-pounds before finally losing grip. And the Wera Hex Plus looks nearly as good as new. And the PB Swiss just doesn't offer as good of a fit as some of the other brands. And the PB Swiss gave up a little bit early at 34 inch-pounds. Just like the Wera Hex Plus, the PB Swiss looks as good as new. So the Wera Hex Plus came out on top at 48 inch-pounds. The Kobalt and the Facom finished in a two-way tie at 41 inch-pounds, EPAuto 40, and Wiha 39 inch-pounds. Durability is another factor to consider, and the Craftsman, Bondhus, Wera Hex Plus, and PB Swiss held up really well with a rating of 1. Now that we've tested the smaller keys, let's go quite a bit larger and test the 5/16 keys. I'll use a different torque adapter that can handle a lot more torque. And the Pittsburgh lost grip at 108.5 foot-pounds. Unfortunately, the Pittsburgh wrench experienced quite a bit of rounding and damage. The EPAuto wrenches seem quite a bit softer than most of the other brands. And the EPAuto made it to 108 foot-pounds before it really began to struggle. And the wrench began twisting and finally broke at 110.9 foot-pounds. The Tekton performed by far the best yet, making it to 123.6 foot-pounds before finally giving up. The wrench also held up better than the EPAuto with a little bit less rounding and twisting. The Kobalt made it to 115.9 foot-pounds and moves into second position behind the Tekton before finally giving up. The Kobalt experienced about the same amount of damage as the Tekton brand. And the Craftsman made it to 115 foot-pounds, and then the wrench began bending. And the Craftsman nearly ties the EPAuto at 123 foot-pounds. While the Craftsman did experience some twisting, it didn't experience quite as much rounding as some of the other brands. And the Eklind seems to be made of a pretty soft metal, and it gave up quickly at 107.5 foot-pounds. Unfortunately, the Eklind experienced quite a bit of rounding and damage. And the Husky performed better than the Eklind at 117.2 foot-pounds and moves into third position behind the Craftsman. The Husky experienced quite a bit of rounding. The Bondhus performed nearly as well as the Tekton and the Craftsman at 119.4 foot-pounds. Just like most of the other brands, it experienced quite a bit of rounding. An up-close look, and you can see that the Wiha didn't begin to twist till around 130 foot-pounds. And the Wiha finally lost grip at 138.3 foot-pounds and moves into the lead. Very impressive. The Wiha did experience quite a bit of damage, but then again, it didn't begin twisting until around 130 foot-pounds. And the Gedore wrench lost grip at 110.3 foot-pounds, which is slightly below the average. Once again, it appears that the zinc coating began peeling away during the test. And the Facom gave up a little bit early at 111.7 foot-pounds. And the Facom experienced quite a bit of damage and rounding to all sides of the wrench. The Wera Hex Plus performed better than average but lost grip at 121 foot-pounds, moving into fourth position. And the Wera Hex Plus held up by far the best yet and looks nearly as good as new. Unfortunately, the PB Swiss just didn't perform as well as some of the other brands at 108.2 foot-pounds. However, the PB Swiss experienced very little damage and looks nearly as good as new. So once again, the Wiha brand came out on top at 138.3 foot-pounds or 15 foot-pounds more than any of the other brands. The Tekton finished in second at 123.6, Craftsman 123.2, Wera Hex Plus 121, and Bondhus 119.4 foot-pounds. Let's test the corrosion resistance of all the wrenches next. I'll apply a very aggressive corrosion agent made of hydrogen peroxide, vinegar, and salt mix twice over the next 12 hours. After 12 hours, there's a lot of corrosion on most of the wrenches. Unfortunately, all the wrenches with a black oxide coating experienced about the same amount of rust. The Gedore's brand zinc coating did a great job of preventing corrosion, but the coating is soft and seems to hurt the performance of the tool. The PB Swiss also performed very well. So which brand is the best? If you're looking for a tool with great value, not necessarily the top performer, but very good performer, I really like the Craftsman. It performed very well, and it's only about $15 for the set. Now, if you're looking for the top performing brands, I really like the Wera and the Wiha. Now, the Wiha seems to provide the best fit, but the Wera seems nearly indestructible. All the videos in this channel, including this one, are viewer suggested. So if you have a video idea, I hope you'll take time to leave a comment. Thanks so much for watching. Please take care, and I look forward to next time.